Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? We are going to do a top speed test. This is with our 13¼ inch stainless prop at a 21 pitch on the Mercury 115, and it's pretty slick calm out here this morning, so hopefully we can get it to run out. I think the best so far I've had is about 46 miles an hour, and so I'm hoping to get a little bit better because there's quite a bit of chop on it. So we're going to use this as a baseline, and then as we put the jack plate on, or as we move the motor around, we're going to go from there and see how well it does. So over here on the map, I've got tracks everywhere, but our GPS speed is going to be over here on the bottom right. I'll try and show that to you, and then let's see how it does. We got the motor at 126 degrees, so it's warmed up pretty good, and let's see what it'll do. This is a ProXS 115. It's a 2020 model. This is a PowerTech stainless prop. It is a 21 pitch, 13¼ diameter, and this motor is currently located at the top hole. So this is the way it comes. You'll see people post about moving to the third hole, which is this guy here, and that will move it up 3/4 of an inch and then 1.5 inches. So that would move this thing up 1.5 inches. And what you're doing there is you're messing with the depth of the prop as it sits relative to the bottom of the hole. So what I did is I measured from the bottom of the hole to the center line of the prop shaft with the motor trim, the boat level, and that came into 7.6 inches. So the prop depth is way too deep at 7.6. That is very deep when it comes to prop depth. Everything I've read is you want to shoot for like a 4-inch, maybe even a little bit less than that, 3 to 4 inch range. It's hard to tell what recommendation that is. You know, obviously there's tons of different types of holes, and we're going to get to play with that. So how we're going to do that is, instead of just moving the motor on the transom, which is kind of a pain, I'm going to buy a 4-inch jack plate, which I'll show here. It's $150 right now. I'll put a link in the description, and we're going to put that on hopefully within the next week or so, and then provide you an update with how the speed's doing. I'm expecting this to do 51, 52 miles an hour. I may have to change to a higher pitch prop, like a 22, 23, if that even exists. And what that will do is that may have to bring the revs down. If you saw, I was at 5,700. The operating range for this engine is really right there at the 5,700, all the way up to 6,300. So we want to jack that up, make sure that we get the most power out of this engine, and see what we can do with adding a few more mile an hour to it. Also looking to improve the handling. It's a bit sluggish. There's no rooster tail whatsoever when this thing's fully trimmed out. So I know this motor is way too deep. So hopefully that was helpful. Maybe that's what you came here for, but I will link any future videos here at the end, and stay tuned. Let's see what we can get out of it.